welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will learn how to understand whether the fruits and vegetables sold at the grocery store and market are hormone-treated and what the key points are. The use of growth-promoting hormones in production is becoming increasingly common, both in animal products and in garden products. Initially, the drugs used to ensure pollination in products below 10 degrees in greenhouses had a rapid growth-promoting effect. Its use was discovered by farmers. It increased in every period, especially in horticultural crops. While very low doses of hormonal drugs used to ensure fruit rotation do not affect human health much, drugs used unconsciously to accelerate growth and increase productivity and profit pose a significant risk to human health. To find out whether the fruits and vegetables that are widely sold and consumed at the grocery store and market carry excessive hormones, you need to be a good observer and pay attention to their shapes. The pepper you see here is not a hormone-treated pepper. This is a twin pepper. I emphasize that looking at the appearance is enough to distinguish hormone-treated foods from natural ones. It's not difficult at all to distinguish hormone-treated fruits and vegetables with careful observation. In this video, I will provide you with tips on how to distinguish hormone-treated foods. At the same time, I will explain which vegetables and fruits are seasonal. In fact, if we consume our products seasonally, we mostly won't come across hormone-treated products. But still, let's be cautious. In this photo, we see what a healthy potato looks like. I also visited a few grocery stores for you and tried to examine the potatoes there. Here, you can see that the potatoes inside this bag are already deformed. Normally they are misshapen and their tubers are stuck together. Hormone-treated potatoes. If excessive fertilizer and hormones are used on potatoes, dark spots will form inside them. Here, they have separated the deformed ones from the normal potatoes into a bag. They tried to sell it cheaply, but that means all the potatoes coming to this market are hormone-treated. You see, the shape is all messed up. They've put all the potatoes into bags. For example, if the price per kilo is 3 lira, they should buy them for 1 lira or 1.5 lira. For example, they haven't separated the potatoes we see here from the display at all. So, hormone-treated and non-hormone-treated potatoes are all on the same display. So, generally, avoid buying potatoes that are misshapen and have deformations. These are potatoes that have been treated with excessive fertilizer and hormones. These are excessive fertilizer and excessive hormones. They are sweet potatoes. When it comes to tomatoes, if there are pointed ends, if it has a different structure, and if hormones have been heavily applied, and if the seeds have started to sprout like you see here, you can suspect it's hormone-treated. Let's take a closer look at the difference between hormone-treated tomatoes and non-hormone-treated tomatoes. We have 2 tomatoes. Now we will cut these. This is garden tomato. Let's look. Yes. The inside looks quite healthy. There are no gaps at all. It's full. There isn't much white in the middle. There are very few. This, a non-hormone treated tomato. As you can see, you can easily sprout its seeds on your arm. This is a tomato bought from the market. We're cutting this. When you look at the edges of the seeds, see, for example, the middle is like a stone. That whiteness. This is a situation that occurs due to excessive hormone application. And the areas around the seeds are empty. There are gaps, as you can see. So they've given a bit too much growth hormone. Let's cut this one for the Yara as well. Look at the pure white core. Let's cut this one too. Here it is. The seeds are standing still. So you can understand it this way when you cut the tomato. There are sharp protrusions in a job. There won't be any lumps. It shouldn't be deformed. You might even find them. Actually, I tried to buy tomatoes that have cracks and scratches like this. So very smooth tomatoes are the same way. They can be hybrid, F1, or GMO hormone treated. products. Now, let's examine the pepper. Hormone-treated peppers have an excessively large and meaty appearance. Now let's cut this red pepper. Here, the seed cavity is actually completely empty. There's a little bit of seed at the bottom. Some peppers have no seeds at all. So those that have no core are hybrids, F1. In fact, when hormones are applied to prevent reproduction, those products don't have seeds either. Now let's cut this. Let's cut the chard. Most time it will remove chard. Look, there's a seed in this one. It needs to be quite full here. It's not that full, but there are still some seeds in the middle. But if you noticed, just like in the middle of the tomato, there's also a white thickness here. This one is also hormone treated. So, this white thickness shouldn't be there. There should be plenty of seeds. There's not much white thickness inside the red pepper, but there are no seeds. There are seeds in the Charleston too. But because of that white layer, we can say that both of these peppers are hormone treated, even though they haven't been overdone. As I mentioned at the beginning of my video, producers used hormones to facilitate pollination. But when they applied a bit more hormone, they noticed that the products grew a bit larger and bulkier. And when these started to be useful for them, they began to apply hormones. However, what we're talking about, the hormone issue, does not apply to cucumbers and strawberries. Cucumbers and strawberries don't need any chemicals for pollination because they can do it on their own. So, why are the strawberries we buy from the market and the bazaar large and misshapen? The strawberry varieties that are commonly grown in our country are American origin types, and they produce very large fruits. Therefore, the large fruit is not a result of hormones. The different shapes or misshapen strawberries are due to climate conditions. Even the presence of hormones allows for a genetic breeding method called polyploidy to be used, which makes strawberries much larger than they naturally would be. Even if we get rid of hormones, it's clear that we won't be able to escape from GMOs. As for the eggplant, it is misshapen. There are bulges on the side that look like breasts. They are attached side by side. The meaty part is spongy. There are also those that are fork-shaped. It is round, and especially seedless. Pay attention to the perfection of the product you purchase. Let's move on to corn. According to some accounts, Egypt was modified to create its own insecticide. The American Food and Drug Administration announced that tons of genetically modified corn have been made available for human consumption. Genetically modified, it has been discovered that rats fed with corn have smaller litters and experience fertility issues. When buying corn, make sure not to choose perfect and neatly arranged corn. When it comes to watermelon, hormone-treated watermelons are referred to as corpus, and they have no seeds. The seed houses are empty. When eaten, it gives off an excessive starch smell. As I mentioned at the beginning of my video, now it's time. Seasonal, vegetables and fruits. Vegetables and fruits that come out in spring. Engineer, broad bean, kidney bean, pea, purslane, fresh bean, fresh onion, fresh garlic, fresh potato, vine leaf, basil, fennel, asparagus, green almond, canaric, multiplum, medlar, and wild mushrooms. In the summer season, we have tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, okra, eggplant, red peppers, kiosk squash, strawberries, melons, watermelon, peaches, apricots, cherries, sour cherries, mulberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Like the beginning of autumn, lettuce, arugula, cress, red pepper, fig, grape, fresh walnut, cranberry, pear, apple, goat's horn, corn, pomegranate, quince, banana, raspberry, blackberry, damson. By the way, apples and pears are harvested in August and November. In other months, they are brought in from cold storage, like citrus fruits. In winter, lemon, orange, tangerine, grapefruit, beet, mushroom, radish, carrot, celery, spinach, Swiss chard. Winter, leek, cauliflower, broccoli, Jerusalem artichoke, zucchini, lettuce, arugula. Watercress, cabbage, hibiscus. Here we have pumpkin, kiwi, banana, quince, pomegranate, apple, pear, and chestnut. If you like this video, please click like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and activate the bell to watch my next videos. I wish you a life free of hormones,